this is Marcy with Fantasy Behavior, and I'm interviewing Miss Pink Pussy Brand. And first off, I know people get confused with names, but how are you today, young lady?
I'm good. How you doing today?
I'm good, blessings. And can you say your name?
Okay, so it's pronounced either Nyota or Neota. It's simple. I know when you look at it, it looks kind of confusing, but it's simple. It's either Nyota or Neota.
All right, that's good. Because I know we have a mix up with names sometimes and people be looking crazy. So, what is your brand about? And
Oh,
how did you come up with your brand name?
okay, so I am Neota, aka Miss Pink Pussy, aka the Pussy Whisperer. And I came up with my brand because I wanted my brand to empower women to feel comfortable about expressing themselves however they felt um, they needed to. And I know me as a person who likes to be naked, as a person who likes to, you know, take care of her vagina, as a person who just feels empowered when um, I'm in like my full nakedness. I just felt like I wanted to empower women to just be who they are regardless. And one day, I was thinking about something I was self-conscious about, which is my vagina. It was just it was
So,
so
would you say that was what inspired
that's
you?
what inspired me because I was so self-conscious of how it looked and everything like that. And I was just talking to a friend and he basically said, you better embrace that pussy, you know what I'm saying? And that was my first slogan, embrace the pussy. And I just
Because
started,
nobody wants a stanky cooch.
yeah, and I just started studying different types of vaginas, just looking at all different types. And
Right.
that's how I came up with my logo because I drew my logo.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I was a student at the Art Institute of Houston for a while, majoring in fashion design. So I drew the logo, and I just came up with the "Embrace the Pussy" slogan, and then it just went from there. Went to pussy over everything. Stop policing my pussy. My pussy don't pop for you, and it just built from
And those
there.
are different brands or different aspects of your brand that you.
Yeah, so it's basically like, okay, so with my brand, like once you go on the website, it's basically your world. You can
And what's
customize
your
how you
website
want.
again?
It's www.ppk.design.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's my website, and it's basically like you go on the website, you can choose your shirt, choose your color, you can choose what style, you can get it distressed, you can get it cropped, and then you can choose whatever slogan you want on the shirt. I have about 10 slogans that I can print on the shirt. So it's the "My pussy don't pop for you, pussy over everything." Embrace the pussy. We got "Fuck panties at delivery." It's a quite a few.
And with each slogan, does there come like information or education?
So basically, it doesn't. And I've posted a few videos, but what I want to start doing is like for each slogan, you get a card with the slogan, which basically tells you the reason for the slogan. Um, and I'm working on that right now, but as of right now, it doesn't come with like
So
an
you're
information card
so
yet.
what you're saying to fall back on that is within the next 5 years that was where you would like to see your business growing.
Well, within the next 5 years, I actually want to have a storefront. I want to be motivating. I want to be a motivational speaker. When it comes to my brand, I want to at least have like two books out there about self healing, self cleansing, and taking care of the vagina. So within the next 5 years, I want to have quite a few things. Like I want a bunch of stuff within the next 5 years.
I'm proud of that, and I would like to expound upon the different aspects of that, uh, the logos.
Hmm.
So you're gonna have just one logo, or you just gonna make that one logo with along with all the different phrases.
Okay, yeah. So the pussy is the logo. This is the logo. This is what represents the brand. This is what shows the brand. When you see this logo, when you see this, you know it's the Pink Pussy brand. But within the Pink Pussy brand, I have about 10 slogans that mean certain things to empower. Certain things
Oh,
to let people know like, hey, it's how I'm feeling today about my pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I came up with the slogans. Just a different way of saying certain things. Because you know how like you got some people out there who people are always worried about who they're fucking or what they're doing with their pussy. And so I
Right.
came up with the slogan that says "Stop policing my pussy." So it's
Oh.
just each slogan means a different thing, and each slogan has a different meaning. But when you see this logo, the logo is basically the Pink Pussy brand.
And I noticed on your website, on your Instagram page, check her out at
Miss Pink Pussy. That's my IG, and it's MSPINK P____Y. And then you have my clothing page, which is Pink Pussy, which is PINKP____Y. So it everything underscored out except for the P and the Y.
and I've noticed that a lot on a lot of your social platforms that you have a lot of meditation
Mhm.
on your platforms. What
Mhm.
is that all about?
So like a couple years back, because I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, ADHD, anxiety, and I was at a point where I was taking a lot of medication, and it was making me feel so zombie-like. So I stopped.
Right.
But when I stopped, it's like I went into a state of depression. I went into a state of anxiety. I was crying all the time. I
I
was
can
anxious.
identify with that.
Yeah, I was anxious all the time. I didn't know what was like, why. I'm like, why am I feeling like this? It just wasn't a good feeling.
Right.
And I was trying to look for an alternative besides the medicine.
Exactly.
And that's when I found meditation. I found yoga. I found healing crystals. Like, and it's progressed to, I do my
Oh.
Tibetan singing bowl, just to give me like a good vibration. I do like rituals, and I do spiritual baths, and just like doing that, it kind of put me in a better place. I'm more happy without the medication. I
Exactly.
hate taking medicines because I have 3 children, and when
You
I'm in
need
a
some form of
yeah,
functionality.
when I'm in a zombie state, I can't really do anything for them. I can't
Exactly.
do anything for myself. I'm just there. But with my meditation, because meditation is something I do every day.
Oh.
I do yoga. Um, I even like do pole meditation on my strip pole. So
Do
it.
you plan to expound upon that with your brand?
I don't know. I know I want to
As
do.
far as the meditation
Yeah, I know
goes.
I want to do
Right.
more with the meditation. Yeah, more with the
Right.
meditation, more with the yoga. I
Because it's
do.
more of an outreach, and I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah, and I do want to expand on that aspect when it comes to my brand. I'm actually starting my. I'll be launching my spiritual shop in September.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm working on that. I'm gonna be making like
You hear
spiritual.
that, you guys? She's dropping a whole lot of stuff down on us. You know,
Yeah.
it's going to get heavy.
So yeah, my spiritual shop will be open in September, and it's basically gonna be like handmade pieces that are gonna be infused with crystals. That means
Awesome.
certain things. We're gonna have the black obsidian, rose quartz, which is my favorite. That represents love. We're gonna have the clear quartz. We're gonna have tourmaline. It's just gonna be a lot of crystals and healing pieces. So.
I usually pick them by their color. So if it's green, I'm in.
Okay, green is jade. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I get it. I got you. I got.
See why I got you laughing. Tell me a funny story about how something happened at the beginning of your brand.
Oh God. So I don't know. A lot of people just didn't understand what I was doing. Like they would see the word pussy and they would automatically freak out. So okay, so I'll tell you about this. One time I had and it was actually kind of funny, but yet it led to a great experience. I did an event, and this guy was at the event, and like I said, I'm the type I don't get out the house. I'm in the house all the time. And at the event, the guy was there, Isaiah Carey, Isaiah Carey.
Right.
I didn't know who he was, you know what I'm saying? But just so happened the person I was with knew who he was. And he came to my table and he just started laughing. And I'm just like laughing. And I'm like, what's so funny? He was like, first of all, I love you, Brian. He was like, how did you come up with this? So I told him the story, and he was like, you know what? He was like, I really want to have you on my show. He was like, we actually doing a vagina health piece, and I want you on the show.
Wow.
And I ended up, getting put on the show, which was like amazing for me, like my brand on TV.
Yay.
So that was kind of like funny. It's just funny all the time when I present my brand to people, and they don't know what it's about. Then when I explain it to them, they be like, oh shit, I love it,
Right.
Because you see the pussy and you just don't know, and then for some reason people act like they allergic to the word pussy, and I'm like if you don't quit, come on now. I'm like, you out there fucking, right?
I know, right?
So it's always funny to get people's reactions, but then when they see what the brand is really about,
Right.
they kind of like fall in love, like, oh my God, I really love what you're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, yeah, that was something kind of funny. But yeah,
So one last thing you would like the people to know about you or your brand.
That last thing I want y'all to know about me and my brand. My brand is non-judgmental. My brand is not about tearing women down. My brand is not about tearing anybody down. My brand is about uplifting and empowering women to be who they are regardless of what has happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future or what's happening in the present. A lot of the time, and it's crazy that it's always women tearing down other women because they feel like the woman is not doing what they're supposed to, is not doing something morally right. But I say this, and honestly, I think sex working should be a actual job, legal, because I feel like we are not all dealt the same hands at life.
Right.
You have to do what you got to do to survive.
Right.
And looking down on a person because they don't have a corporate job or they don't have a degree is fucking wrong.
Right.
That's
right.
wrong.
Right. Right.
Don't look down on a woman because she chooses to strip. That's what she's good at. Let her get her money and take care of her family the way she needs to without you looking down upon her and thinking she's beneath you because she's not doing what you want her to do.
It's all a part of our economic circle.
And me, I'm not the corporate type. Even though I do have a corporate job, and I'm glad it's a government job, because if it was like a real like corporate job, I probably would be fired because I have to express myself, how I feel. I have colorful hair. I have long nails. You know what I'm saying? That's how I express myself. And I feel like if I'm not able to express myself, I would go crazy. But because my job is a government job, they accept it, and I don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like corporate world is not for me. It's just something I'm using right now to get me to where I need to be with my own brand.
Right.
So with that, I just say, like, stop judging each other,
Exactly.
Like, we need to stop judging each other. We need to start uplifting each other. We need to start supporting each other because you never know what a person is going through. You never know what a person has been through. And when we get to the point where we're judging people before knowing them, it's just appalling. It's ridiculous. And we just need to get to the point where we're supporting each other at all costs because the world is already fucked up. The world is fucked up. And you're not promised a life of happiness. So you need to make it.
The next day.
Yeah, you need to make it as happy as you can while you're on the earth. So that's what my brand is about. Just uplifting, empowering, no judgment, and
understanding how to keep your cooch clean.
Basically.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, this is Marcy, and I'm signing out. And with Fantasy Behavior, and I'll say no. Okay, whatever goes.
Hey y'all, this is Neota, aka Miss Pink Pussy, aka the Pussy Whisperer, and check out my full interview on fantasybehavior.com.